What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to kick off the Gauntlet series for the Cambridge Audio Melomania P100 SE headphones. Now, I did do an unboxing video for these recently, and I couldn't wait to get this one started, so we are able to jump in. Now, our first opponent, based on the poll that I placed on my webpage, and you guys responded to it, will be the Sennheiser Momentum 4s. All right, so very interesting pick. I can't wait to see how these two square up. Again, I appreciate those who participated in the poll and bringing us the opening opponent for the P100 SE. So if you want to see price, specs, and app breakdowns for either or both of these earbuds, I'll leave links in the description below to my unboxing videos for both. I'll also leave links in the description where you can pick up one or both of these if you're interested. Now, before we jump into the contest, let's hear a little bit from our sponsor, Audio Experience.
Let me tell you a bit about our sponsor for today's video, Audio Experience. Located in Connecticut, Audio Experience has 2 appointment-only showrooms featuring dedicated audition spaces for 2-channel stereo, home theater, and custom installation audio video for homes and businesses. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, no. Audio Experience exists to provide discerning enthusiasts like you a way of connecting with the highest quality products to transform your AV experience from the mundane to the emotionally engaging. For those of you outside of the Connecticut area, like myself, Audio Experience offers the majority of its brands online via shopaudioexperience.com. Doing business with larger retailers can often feel transactional and impersonal. By contrast, Audio Experience offers a personalized approach focused solely on your needs, offering the knowledge, care, and dedication needed to achieve truly life-changing AV solutions. Now, if you're interested in a specific product or you want to learn more, check out the links in the description of this video and make sure you let Justin at Audio Experience know that Ron on Tech sent you.
All right, we're back in. We're going to start off with the P100 SEs. We are in the Cambridge Audio app for them. I want to quickly show you guys my EQ settings here. Got that V shape going on. Really like the way how the music and sound is produced using that setup. All right, we got noise canceling already turned on the headphones, and I'm using the Dynam EQ, have that also turned on as well. So I just wanted to quickly show you guys that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get these guys on. Let's flip the camera so you guys can see me. And we're going to put the box up. So we're going to get these guys on. Okay, we are locked in. All right, so now we're going to check our volume level. Make sure we are squared away. We are. And now we're going to go ahead and... Now we're going to start off with a different song here. It's Thanks to You by Boss Skaggs. Another recommendation from a commenter, hopefully a subscriber in the channel. You know who you are. Much appreciative for the suggestion. So we're going to lead off with this one. All right, so we got the... let me make sure I'm on secure. I feel like I'm not on secure here. I feel like I'm missing. All right, yeah. I feel a little loose. I'm not sure how, but I think I am. All right. Yeah, this one. All right, I think I'm good now. Okay. Felt a little lopsided. All right, here we go. Song number 1. We got the the P100 SE PE. All right, here we go. Oh, nice smooth bass. Nice keyboard. Got the cymbals in the back. Oh, nice horns. Like it. I like the low end bass on this. Now the vocals coming in. Nice and clear. Oh, so clean. Very clear. Again, I'm loving the bass. I've gotten all wrapped up into the song. All right. I love the bass, the low end bass on it. I was really enamored in the actual instruments in it, the horns, the cymbals, this just that little background sound. I like the way that's produced. Vocalist, nice and clear, very crisp. And then you had the horns briefly during this testing, and they sound really clear. Again, nice sound stage too. See, excuse me. See, nice and loud, nice and wide. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get the Momentum 4s paired up. We're gonna take a look at my settings for them, and we'll see how they handle song number 1. All right, we're back in. We got the Momentum 4s paired up. We are in the Sennheiser app for them. So I will quickly show you my EQ settings. Right now, we are got noise canceling already turned on. I'm going with my V-shape settings here. The reason being is because I want to be able to use the high-res audio, which is aptX, because I'm using LDAC on the the P100 SEs. So I wanted to make sure it's apples to apples, and because of that, I cannot use my sound personalization. It will not work with a high-res audio codec, but I do have bass boost turned on. I want to quickly show you that setting has set to aptX. So we are good to go there. And so let's go ahead and first just check our volume level. Make sure we are at optimal listening level. All right, we are there. So let's go ahead and get these guys on. Let's get that camera flip. Somehow I triggered them, so they were on and running. All right, so we will go ahead and pull our song up. Let's get our cutaway. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. Song number 1, Momentum 4s. Let's get it. All right. Again, I love how smooth this song sounds. It's got that low bass rumble. Nice. Get soulful sounding. Okay, we got the horns and everything. I just wish these guys had a little bit more mids and highs, a little bit brighter, but maintaining this level of bass. I like again, vocals coming in nice and clear, good sound stage. But that bass is just smooth, just very clear. Very, very clear. His vocals, that is. They're nice and clear. Excuse me. I just wish this was just a little bit more louder naturally. I might have to fine tune, but these guys sound great so far. Outside of that. And again, you get sucked into just the low, just how smooth and it sounds and how low key it is. You just get sucked right into it. It sounds wonderful. Again, just wish these guys were a little bit louder, a little bit brighter sound, not louder, but a little bit brighter with the mids and highs. Again, I may have to fine tune that or something, but right now that's where they at, and it sound okay. It sound okay minus my caveats. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and get over to song number 2. All right. Next up is the bass song. We've got E40, You and That, featuring T-Pain and Candy Girl. We got the P100 SEs on. I was Gary calling something else. Let's get the camera flipped again. Let's get our cutaway. All right, here we go. Song number 2. Let's get it. Let's back that up. Okay. Again, love the bass on these. Nice and punchy. Give you that nice fade out. Now you got T-Pain coming in, sounding nice and clear. Tinny, but not piercing. Like that. Again, don't have to worry about turning these up. The volume is good. All right, let's go ahead and crank this up a little bit. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that bass is hitting right there. All right, again, I don't have to turn these all the way up, but then that bass sounds really good. Let me go back down where I belong. All right, now we got E40 coming in. Bass is nice and clear. Oh, it sounds so good. All right, I love the bass on it. The vocals are nice and clear. I love the fade. The fade out, like I said, ripples in the pond. How they just fade out, slowly. I love the way the fadeaway is, and I love the clarity of the vocalist on here. Sounds really good. All right, let's go ahead and get these swapped out. We're gonna put on the Momentum 4s. Quick test, make sure we good. All right, and here we go. Song number 2. Make sure our cutaway's good. Yep, our cutaway's good. Song number 2, Momentum 4s. Let's get it. Okay, again, nice bass punch. Volume is decent. I just want to make sure I was where I was supposed to be. All right. Whoops. All right, had to make sure. I just wish these were a little bit more punch to it, a little bit more brighter sound. Let's go ahead and turn this up, though. Ooh. That bass is clean. Let's go a little more. Yeah. And the fade out is nice, too. The vocals, let me turn this back down. Vocals, very clear. Nice and clear. T-Pain's tinny auto-tune is on point. Not piercing, though, which is what you want. You don't want it too piercing. But I just wish these guys had a little bit more louder, a little bit more volume to them. E40 comes in. He sounds very clear as well. You still hear all of his lyrics and everything. You just wish that it gave you a little bit more brightness. I guess you can say it. Not volume, but brightness. Even at my volume level that I prefer, I wish there was some way I could increase the mids and highs to match, again, like I said, the energy of the bass, because the bass is just sublime. It hits, punches, fades out. It's just so clean sounding, even at a higher volume level, just like the SEs. But I just wish these guys had a little bit more volume. All right, let's go ahead and get over to song number 3. All right, we're back in. Our final song is Home by Kenny J. Love the instrumentals on this one. Let's go ahead. We got the SEs on. Let's go ahead and get the camera flip. Let's get our cutaway back up. All right, here we go. Song number 3. P100 SEs. Let's get it. All right, right off the bat, nice crisp high keys. Nice transition from the high keys to the low keys. Man, that saxophone is silk. Very clear. It sounds so clean. Again, good sound stage too. So you got nice. You got good spacing, but balance too. So no one's overpowered or overshadowing any other instrument there, which is what you want. You want to be able to hear everybody. Again, you got that nice little low key rumble throughout too. It sounds really good. Nice little detail. All right, let's pause that. Again, very, very clean sounding. I enjoy the saxophone on here, especially it's just very crisp. All right, let's go ahead and get these swapped out. We'll go ahead and grab the Momentum Forwards here. We do this hot swap live. Real quick test. All right, here we go. Back that up. All right, so now here we go. Final song, Sennheiser Momentum Forwards. Let's get it. Yeah, I love the crisp high keys. Nice transition to the lower keys. Nice little rumble there. Saxophone, again, sounding very, very crisp. Very nice. Again, nice sound stage. Good separation between the instruments, but yet you got that balance also here on these headphones. Very clear. Sounds nice. Again, just really, really good sound in there. And I love the spacing. I'm sorry, I'm getting all into the song and everything, but I'm just enjoying the spacing and the overall sound of them, the crispness of the saxophone. Excuse me. You kind of lost that low after the transition. There's a little bass line, subtle bass line with the low keys. It kind of got lost with the listening to it here. But other than that, outside of that, it was very nicely done. I just, again, it's the volume, the natural volume of these headphones. I just wish they were a little louder. All right, let's go ahead, get this wrapped up. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about these two. We're going to pick our winner for episode 1 of this Gauntlet series. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in. And man, this has been a great kickoff episode for this Gauntlet series for the Cambridge Audio Melomania P100 SE headphones and their first opponent picked by you guys, the Sennheiser Momentum Forwards. All right, so let's go ahead and break down each song and how each of them did. First, the very first song, Thanks to You by Boss Skaggs. They both sound fantastic with the instruments, nice bass in that as well. Excuse me, thoroughly enjoyed it. I like the detail when it came to the cymbals, the horns, and the other instruments involved in that song. And then the vocals was nice and clear. But I think, to be honest, I think the P100 SEs had the louder sound, a little bit more, had more volume and a little bit more detail in that song than the Momentum Forwards did. I like the bass on both of them. But when you got to the mids and highs, I think the P100s, the P100 SEs, I'm just going to call them SEs like I've been. I don't know why all of a sudden I changed up. But the SEs here tend to give you a little bit more detail and a little bit brighter sound when it came to the mids and highs than the Momentum Forwards. Although, again, like I said, I love the bass and the vocals were clear and everything, but you could tell the difference when comparing the two. So that goes there. Next up, you and our E40 song, You and That. Nice, again, great bass punch on both of them. The low end fade away was great on both of them. And like I said, ripples in the pond. It's just, again, the P100 SEs did sound more clearer when it came to the mids and highs, when it came to the vocals and everything. Both of them did a really good job of smoothing out the possibility of having that real piercing tinny sound with the auto-tune from T-Pain. But you still really got the natural tinny sound of auto-tune, but they both, as far as it getting real uncomfortable to listen to the song, they both did a fantastic job of mitigating that and making it a little smoother so you can enjoy the entire song. Both of them gave you good clarity when it came to the lyrics. You can hear every syllable and understand it was just nice and clear. However, again, the SEs just shined a little bit more when it came to the overall sound of it. Again, I don't know what it is with the Momentum Forwards. They give you everything, but they just sound a little low. All right, naturally. I don't know what that is, but if there's some way I can enhance the mids and highs, give them a little brighter sound, yeah, this would be a pretty much 1-to-1, like pretty equal in my opinion. But and they just miss out. They just missed that mark on that one. And then going ahead into our final song, Home. Again, more of the same. Great clarity when it came to the high keys. They both did okay in the transition from the highs to the higher keys to the lower keys. I was expecting a little bit more punch for the lower keys, being that they have a little bit, they're more bassier of the, and but both of them did miss. They under I don't want to say underperformed or didn't meet my expectations when it came to that transition. Let's put it that way. But you still can recognize the transition from them high keys to the low keys. It just, I was expecting a little more from both of them, and it kind of fell flat. But they did do a really good job with the balance, between the keyboard and saxophone. Speaking of the keyboard, it was so crisp on both of these guys. It's a joy to listen to. I just loved how it sounded and stuff. You can really get lost in it. And again, like I said, the balance with the keyboard and saxophone was really nice too. There is a low end little bass note that gets struck every so often in the song. It kind of got lost with the Momentum 4s, and it was very, very faint with the SEs at my volume level. Now, if I turned it up, I'm quite sure it became a little bit more prominent. But again, I only test at my volume level for the most part. I do turn it up just to see how the bass, if it would distort at a higher volume level, in this, like in the second song. But that is the only time I do that. But at my volume level, my preferred volume level, that little low line bass line was missed for the most part. The SEs, it was faint. It was not as prominent. I'm gonna say it was faint, but it was there. The Momentum 4s again, kind of was missed with theirs. Again, that has to do with the natural volume of these, in my opinion. But just wanted to point that out there for both of them. All right, so if I had to walk out the door, well, I'm gonna stop that. My winner in this one will be the listen at me, I can't even get it right. The P100 SE headphones, Cambridge Audio. Between these two, I just think they got the brighter mids and highs on there. I think that's the only thing that's separating these two, in my opinion. The bass on both of them is fantastic. It's just that the overall volume, I had to lean on them, and the mids and highs are a little bit brighter, so I lean on them for that one. So yeah, the SEs, the P100 SEs, will take home the win on this one. Now, the Momentum 4s are really good. These are a good pair of headphones. Again, I got to figure out how I can improve the natural volume of these, because I think that's the only thing missing on these from keeping these guys out of like some of my top headphone ratings, because of that. And I really want them to be in there, but you got other ones that are give you the same thing they do, but they give you a little bit more brighter sound, or the volume gets a little, they're the little couple ticks higher in volume and stuff like that, which keeps these guys pushed to the back of the line. But I'm getting up until outside of the volume, these guys are pretty much on par, in my opinion, when it comes to everything else. They do the Momentum 4s. I know they're kind of long in the tooth right now, but they still do a fantastic job. All right, so this is going to wrap up episode 1 of this Gauntlet series. If you like what you see, go and hit the like button. If you want to join me as I continue to do videos like this and others, go and hit the subscribe and notification bells. That way you are notified when videos like this and others drop. And one more time, thanks to those who played a part in the voting for the kickoff opponent for this Gauntlet series. I really appreciate you guys taking time to vote on which one you would like to see. And I got other Gauntlet series is coming up, so that poll will definitely be popping up again. So you definitely want to make sure you are subscribed to the channel. That way you can go ahead and vote. And even if you're not subscribed, go to my channel, go vote when those polls are up. That way you have your say on which headphone or earbuds you want to see in the Gauntlet series. All right, I think that will wrap it up. I'm not gonna keep you guys any longer. I appreciate you. Talk to you in the next one.